tired of the Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis type of stuff that's going on. They're tired of, basically no stars playing back to back and taking nights off, and it's not even that they're injured, that it's like health management, as they say. So they're basically banning the health management. But if a player's really injured, then they will be excused. They're basically going to show that, like, if a team seems like they're abusing the rules or faking injuries to have, player healthy players avoid games, that they could be investigated. And if the investigation shows that the player was healthy and didn't play, then they could be fined. And I think it's about dang time that the NBA finally does something about all these healthy players taking off games. I mean, they got the best health and medical stuff available as far as cryogenic chambers and the medical staff having that, and all the the up to date new things. The technology that they have now to keep people healthy is way better than they had back in the day. But back in the day, you had people like Michael Jordan that in his prime was playing, 78, 80, 82 games almost every year for over a decade. And then you got guys now with all this modern technology, and they can't even last. A lot of the so called superstars of today are only playing, 50 games. And even people like Kawhi Leonard or Anthony Davis, they're even taking a more toll where they're only playing like 40 so games a season. So I'm happy that they're doing it. We'll see how they enforce it. I've seen some of the complaints of the people talking about it. It's basically saying that they think that the fines aren't, even if they are proven to violate this, that the fines aren't that big enough to really make a big enough impact to persuade teams not to try to fake this sometimes and get guys extra rest.
True. I mean, with this whole thing, one thing I gotta say is, like, they're saying like you can't rest 2 stars or more. Like you can't rest 2 stars at the same time. But some people are saying like, what's the rules or what's really considered a star? Because Victor Wembanyama,
They said that basically it's going to be anyone that's been an all star in the last 5 seasons.
so he has to be more than one All Star game in the past 5 seasons.
No, just one.
So
If you've been a all star in
so
the
okay,
past
so
5 years.
If Jeff Teague's All Star, remember he's been to one All Star game, but he's played in multiple seasons.
Yeah,
So
so he would be considered a star for the next 5 seasons after that.
mm, that's great. So if you make it one time, so the next 5 seasons, you really can't do the whole.
You can't be
You can't
doing the
rest
rope
on.
a dope.
Okay, so I mean, we're gonna see how they crack down on this. We're gonna see what teams really care, who's gonna really take that fine. I mean, I, that's really it. I want to see who really gonna take that fine. I mean, I don't. The teams that's really gonna rest the players, I really feel like they have enough money to take the hit. Like those, like the Warriors,
Or the Lakers.
the Lakers can take the hit. The Warriors can take the hit. I mean, but they saying like with the Lakers, they saying LeBron James gets the leeway
Oh, they
because he's
said,
already
yeah, they said that they're going to have exemptions for players over 35, that they won't have to follow this. So that means players like LeBron,
or paid a certain amount of minutes.
yeah, that they won't have to worry about this as much. So they're going to have exceptions to the rule, and but this is just something that they're trying to do to basically police the league. Because if you remember, this kind of started back in the day with Greg Popovich and the
Uh-huh.
Spurs, where he would not sit guys on back to back and this and that, because he knew his team was still so good that even if his stars didn't play, they could compete, and so he didn't really care and would even almost like give up certain games because he knew his team had such a high win percentage in the other ones.
True. So I mean, we gonna